Hello and welcome to Dog Day Chess. In this episode we're going to look at triangulation. Triangulation is a tactic used to pass the move to your opponent. It's done by moving your king along a triangular path instead of along a direct path. The triangular path requires an extra move, and that may be just the thing that you need to put your opponent in Zugzwang. Let's look at some examples. Here we see that black is performing an elementary checkmate. From this position, there are a few ways that black can finish the job, and one of them makes use of triangulation. Black would like to have his or her king on c2 and have the move, so that the rook could safely go to a3 and mate. However, if the black king were to move directly from c3 to c2, as we just saw, then of course white would have the move, and the rook would be captured if it went to a3. So let's step back and see how triangulation can help. If instead of moving directly to c2, the black king first moves to d2 and then moves to c2, the extra move allows the black king to arrive on c2 while the white king is on a2. The white king must now move to the corner and the black rook can mate. Here's another simple example. In this position, it's white to move. Each player would like to capture the other player's pawn and promote his or her own pawn to win the game. However, if white moves directly to the black pawn, then watch what happens. Black does likewise, and now white is in Zugzwang. The white king cannot capture the black pawn, and because he must move, he can't stay by his own pawn to protect it. After he moves away, the white pawn is captured and black will easily win the game. Going back to our initial position, we'll see that white must use triangulation to win the game. This is done by first moving the king to d7. If the black king moves to b5, then the white king moves to d6, and now black is in Zugzwang. The black king must leave his pawn, and white can capture it and win the game. Alternatively, if after king to d7 the black king moves to b4, then his pawn can be captured immediately. So those were a couple of examples of how triangulation can be used to pass the move to your opponent and put him or her in Zugzwang. As always, I hope you learned something from this episode, and thanks for watching.